On the 27th of July, something very exciting is going to be happening down in Cork City. It's the start of a new wrestling promotion, Phoenix Wrestling, and I'm delighted to have Billy Bedlam.
Hello,
Billy, how are you?
hello. Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Of course, Billy, you are associated with Phoenix Wrestling happening down in Cork. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule trying to get everything sorted for the 27th of July to speak to us. How is
No worries.
preparations for the event?
No worries, no worries, no worries. Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. I'm just here with William and the three Allens. So we're just, after watching the World Cup, William's a bit upset. Germany are out, but, other than that, everything seems fine. Yeah, we are Phoenix. We are here. We are ready. Can't wait for the 27th. The Keno in Cork is a special place for wrestling, and we are going to kick it off to the next level, 27th of July.
Yeah, it's a really exciting prospect there. It's obviously not just local talent from Cork, but you're going to be getting some from Dublin as well, because obviously you sent us a press release just last week, and I just see the
Aye.
names that are popping out. Of Fabulous Nikki, Terry Thatcher, More Than Hype, and of course the two that were announced there in a tag team match last week that are going to be facing the Armstrongs, Collar and Elbow of Alexander Dean and
Two
Justy.
elbows, yeah, the two elbows. Or that's four elbows, I suppose, if you count them all. But the two collars and the four elbows are fighting the Armstrongs. That should be an interesting one. Yeah.
That
Looking
is
forward to that one.
Oh, that's gonna be a fantastic match, and you also have an exclusive actually for us today in terms of there's going to be
We
there's
do,
another match announced.
I do. William was talking to the decision makers in Phoenix, and he said that we could let something go tonight. But just before you say that, the press release that we had last week, we're very excited to see more than hype wrestling in Cork. I know LJ has wrestled in Cork and all over the country before, but I think it's still a two lads debut.
Hmm.
So we're really excited to see them. Obviously, Terry Thatcher is an absolute god, like in my opinion, on wrestling. I can't wait to see him as well in Cork. So yeah, it's all good. And the Fabulous Nicky, it's been a while since he's been around as well. So look, we're going to have a stacked card, and trust me, there's a lot of matches there that you don't even when they're announced, we're going to be sold out in advance. I think because we've got a homegrown card, and it's going to be really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, even just seeing the buzz on Twitter alone, just in the past week since Phoenix obviously was announced, and the amount of people that I've seen that are say from Dublin and all that are said that they're coming down to Cork, this probably will be a sellout by the looks of it already, and you've only announced one match.
Yeah, can we get the Dubs to leave Dublin? Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can, yeah. I think it will be close to a sellout because it's Friday night, it's different, right?
Hmm.
Friday night fights in Cork, so we're going to try something different. There's a big catchment area right in the heart of the city, so there's a lot of people in Cork and Dublin that I think will be really entertained, and the Keno's been redeveloped. I was in there last week, and it's looking beautiful, man. And I think
Yeah.
it can actually hold more than it used to be able to hold before as well. So, yeah, come on down, anybody in Dublin. Come on away down to Cork, down to Uncle Bedsley for the weekend, and we'll put on a good show for you guys.
Exactly. And can you take us through the sort of some of the preparation you've had to go through? Like give us an insight on how much work has actually gone into trying to set up this promotion and trying to get everything ready for the 27th of July.
Well, I'm just one cog in a wheel that's turning and
Hmm.
always turning.
Yeah.
But you put your foot to this floor and you do everything you can to help out and all that kind of stuff. But you can imagine there's an awful lot of work that goes into something like this, starting something from new. It's pretty prevalent out of the ashes, rise the phoenix. So
Yeah.
you can see the people that are involved from a local point of view on the poster or on the photograph for the launch last week. There's myself and William. William's doing Trojan work as usual.
Of course.
There's the Armstrongs, right? Butch Armstrong, who, actually got me back on my medication. So I'm pretty level-headed today to be able to talk to you. And I promise Butch, he's my sponsor.
Hmm.
We're going to change and we're going to try and be nicer to people. That's something that we're going to be working on. The role model, Ricky Combat is there as well. And obviously Raven, who's one of the most, she's one of the most hottest property in Ireland. If not, I'd say once people start getting wind of her in the UK and whatnot, I think she's going to be everywhere. And as you know, she'll be fighting Valkyrie that night again. Somebody who's really made a name for herself over the last while. So Raven versus Valkyrie is a marquee match as well. And they're the two matches that we've announced so far: Raven versus Valkyrie, and the Armstrongs versus the Collar and Elbows boys.
Yeah, and that's going to be another fantastic match with Valkyrie as well, who's been fantastic in Dublin as well as abroad, has just been wrestling abroad too. And of course Raven, who's taken OTT by storm on the contender shows, and also has been up north as well with some of the Uprising and PWU shows. So it's definitely going to be a fantastic match. I can't wait to see that.
Absolutely, I think those two ladies are going to be all over the place as well again next year and throughout the summer. As the WWE UK whole thing experience gets bigger and bigger, it's only a matter of time, I think, before there's other people as well. Will be getting a knock on their door. Raven, Martina, Katie, all those girls. I mean, it's only a matter of time if you ask me. And Raven is right up there if you ask me. But she's as best as the country has. Male or female at the moment.
Exactly. So we'll go on to the show, of course, on July 27th. The tickets are €15 each. There's also a group discount available for eight people.
Yes. There was one change to the keynote. There used to be there isn't any kind of bring your own beer type of scenarios available in Cork anymore. The Vintners Association banned all that kind of rubbish, right? Yeah. So the Kino, when it's been redeveloped, now has its own bar. So you're going to be able to drink in the Kino, have a couple of pints, relax, sit down, and leave the evening flow. Now back to our exclusive, Daragh. Before I actually cut you off a while ago, but William is chattering in my ear here. He's trying to get all this stuff over across to me on the radio, right?
Of course.
We are we're a Munster-based promotion, and we want to spread our wings like the Phoenix. We've got an exclusive one for you guys. We're going to be live in Dolan's Warehouse in Limerick. Excellent. On September the 8th. It's our first Limerick show, following on the back of our first Cork show. And we hopefully will be in Cork and Limerick maybe every second month. So we're really going at this hard and fast. One of the guys in the local scene there in the independent is Steve Savage. I know he's ready and raring to go as well up in Limerick. So that's it. The kick-out are going to be our special guests. You're more than welcome to come down to see us in Dolan's Warehouse. Sit right down in the middle of the ring after the show and, conduct a little bit of a podcast, do 20 minutes, do whatever you want. Have some interviews with with William or with Billy or with the Armstrongs or whoever you want.
That sounds
exclusive there now for you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Billy. And make sure you thank William for me, because me and Dave will make sure we are there, and we will be there in the Limerick show. We'll also be there at the Cork show. We're not going to forget about that one, of course.
Absolutely. But you'll be there more of an official capacity in the Limerick show, where you'll be there as more of an enjoying capacity in the Cork show, right? Yeah.
I'll have to find my best sports coat for that one now as well, just to make sure I look the part as well.
Yeah, without you.
So that's fantastic news that it's going to be Cork. So you say every second month, so it'll be a month in Cork and then the next month in Limerick and then back to Cork, and kind of like vice versa that way, will it be?
They're probably thereabouts.
Yeah.
We might do more shows in Cork than Limerick, just because it's easier. But I'm assuming if Limerick takes off as well, which we think it will, then we will be doing every second one. But there might be something else happening there as well. I'm not too sure yet.
Excellent. And Limerick is definitely an untapped city as well, because it is a very densely populated city with the college as well, obviously with the people too, and it's a very vibrant city that I think needs some sort of wrestling.
It's a violent city, Daragh. It's a violent city. Let's not call a spade a spade. They love their fighting in Limerick, whether it's boxing or hurling or whatever, their attempted hurling or whatever. They're violent people. Look at Steve Savage there. He's got tattoos written all over his face and his arms and everything. Somebody went mad. But, they're violent people, but, they're great people at the same time. They love their wrestling, and they're all more than welcome to the show.
Well, look, see, See, Billy, I'm trying to be nice here because you're well able to look after yourself in Limerick. That's a fine. But when me and Dave go down there to Limerick, if we say something bad about it, we don't want to get into a situation where we can't defend ourselves here now. Because that's so. I'm going to be as nice as I can to Limerick right here, right now. Okay?
Do know I'm only joking.
Maybe when I leave it and the week after, I'll have something to say because then maybe I won't have to go back. But we'll see. Okay,
let's just call them competitive people. So.
Competitive. I like it. Competitive. Competitive city. Well, just before I let you go, a quick recap on it there. 27th of July, the Keno in Cork City. Wrestling is back in Cork City. It's going to be Phoenix Wrestling's first show. €15 at eventbrite.ie or at the door on the night if there are still some tickets available by that time, of course. 2 matches announced. Collar and elbow against the Armstrongs, and then, like you just said, it was announced just yesterday. You've got Valkyrie against Raven Creed. An already fantastic card. I can't wait to see the rest of the matches to be announced. Billy, thanks so much for taking time.
You are not going to be disappointed, Daragh. Trust me on that.
Oh, you know what? I do. I trust you. I trust William, and I do trust the other the three Allens as well, because
the three Allens and Corey and the lads
and Corey
Allen.
Yeah.
And Girl Allen and Boy Allen, they're all here.
Excellent, and I trust them all to put on a fantastic show. I can't wait to see it. We'll be down there on front row July 27th. We'll also be there, like you said, like you just told us today, the 8th of September. Dolan's Bar in Limerick City will be there too. Fantastic. Great to hear that Phoenix Wrestling is setting up in Cork and in Limerick too. Billy, all the best with the preparations, and we'll see you and speak to you maybe just after July the 27th.
Thank you, and good night.